Hi everyone, I'm Bike Guru. Previously in my videos, I shared that if you have a tire puncture and then your damaged inner tubes can actually be used for something interesting in the future. So today I'll be showing you how to make use of your damaged inner tubes to use it as a chainstay protector on your bicycle. What you see here is actually this DIY chainstay protector that is used using the damaged inner tube. So this chainstay protector is that is made of this rubberized material. It's actually very good because it protects the chainstay very well. So for cyclists who does a lot of vigorous mountain biking whereby you have a lot of bumps and you go through the rocks where the chain will actually hit the chainstay. I personally find that this DIY method helps to protect the bicycle much better. So today I'll be showing you how I'm going to do it using a damaged inner tube. Let's go! There are several items that we need. The first is the inner tube. The second is a set of cable ties. For me, I usually use 3 cable ties. White or black depends on personal preference. Next, I will need a cutter because this I will need to trim off the excess cable tie after I tighten up. I also need to have a plier for me to pull the cable tie tightly onto the inner tube. Last but not least, I'll need to have a scissors because I'm going to cut the inner tube such that I'm able to wrap it around the chainstay. So now I'm going to cut away all the existing cable ties onto the current chainstay protector and remove the existing inner tube and do a cleanup before I install the new one. This is how I'm going to do it. So this is actually the old chainstay protector that I DIY, which has been here since has been on this bicycle for 5 years already. You can see how well it protected the thing. Still shiny. It's still very important, so I'll be using a wet tissue just to do a cleanup on it. So now, I'm going to use this damaged inner tube to cut a length to put onto my chainstay. So to cut it, so many of my friends are wondering, how do you actually measure the length of the DIY inner tube that you need to apply onto your chainstay? Very simple. The rule of thumb by me is I will allow twice the length of my chainstay because you will need to wrap it around later. I have cut an example here to show you what happens if I just cut a similar length of chainstay onto the inner tube. You can see that when I start to wrap, because this inner tube needs to go around the chainstay, so you can realize that it's actually not long enough. That is why you need to have 2 times the length of your chainstay. Next, I will want to cut it into half again. So this is the length which I have cut out. Place one end towards the crank side. Okay. And then start, pull tight and make sure you wrap around your chainstay. If you notice here, I actually shifted my crank and my cassette to have the chain at the widest part, so that when I'm turning through this process, my hands will have a lesser probability of contacting the chain, which will become dirty. Remember, pull tight. I'm adjusting it so that this length can fit the entire chainstay. It's very similar to my video when I showed you how to wrap the handlebar tape on your road bike handlebar. If you don't pull tight, then there will be a lot of holes here, which you do not want to have. Okay, so now you can see it's wrapped up ready, but you will need to use cable tie to secure it. Usually, some cyclists put with one cable tie, but my guru is a bit kiasu, so I use 3 cable tie. So where does the 3 goes? The second one will go just slightly away from the first one. And the third cable tie can be anywhere, but for me, I personally like to have it just a spacing away from the second one. We need to use a plier to even tighten the cable tie. Next, I will use the cutter to trim away the excess of the cable tie. So what you see here is my DIY wrapping of a chainstay protector by using your damaged inner tube. I believe many of you, when you're out cycling, there should be at least one chance that you had a tire puncture. So in future, do remember to keep the inner tube and do not dispose it away, because you can actually use this damaged inner tube to protect your bicycle frame, which is your chainstay area. This is very strong and I likes this method a lot. So I come to the end of this video, and I just want to let all of you know that safe riding is a #1 priority. I'm Bike Guru, and I see you in my next video. Help me to like my Facebook, follow my Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video.